Wow, Beerzerker, alright. Maudite. This is a Unibroue product at 8%. Strong beer. If you don't know anything about the Unibroue, they make the Le Fin du Monde and the Blanche de Chambly. Le Fin du Monde is the highest clean beer in all of Canada, and it's the best Belgian style beer I've ever had in my entire life. This one is their dark one. Or, you know, the first dark one I've had from them. They had another one beside it. I haven't tried it yet. And bang for your buck. Like if you buy a 6-pack of Le Fin du Monde, they're like the same price as any other craft beer, but it's like the best Belgian beer in the world. For like $2 a bottle. Seriously. If you want to buy a Belgian beer, you're Unibroue on, because this one was a pretty good deal too. There's the headshot there for us. Color. It's a hazy, slightly transparent reddish brown. It's a 8% dark Belgian. It's a little bit lower than the dark percentage-wise than the dark Belgians I've had previously to this. Good news for me because I couldn't quite stomach the real heavy dark Belgians at high percentages. I can drink them, but I don't enjoy them. So, and strangely enough, this doesn't really last too long on this one. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. A really fabulous aroma, a real freshness coming off. You're getting a lot of really refreshing smells coming out of here. You're getting, of course, the dark fruits, the plums, raisins, dates, that kind of thing, prunes that I get off these dark Belgians, and of course it's a little bit lighter than normal. Like it's a little bit more transparent. Like you see the foam through the body of the beer. Once we get down there, it's a lot more transparent than a lot of the darker ones. A lot of carbonation in the body, of course, and we're tasting Belgian yeast, and a lot of the browned malts, like the malt sugars from the curing of the malts, whether the crystal or the caramel malts and those type of things. We're getting a lot of that. And I did chill this a little too much. It's warming up. I've had one of these. It came with a champagne cork, right, on the cage. So it's a massive bottle if you want to reuse these. 750 ml. So we're a little bit bigger than a bomber here, and hey, so far this is my favorite dark Belgian beer as well. Because it is refreshing, it is crisp, but you are getting a lot of the dark fruit flavors and a lot of the malt, but it's not coming off as heavy. The real heavy Belgians that have had like a 10% darks and stuff are like, they taste to me like a liqueur, and it kind of makes me sick to my stomach. They're just too rich. This one's verging on that, but it's light enough that I'm more okay with this one. So over and over again, Unibroue is making my favorite Belgian beers. This is my favorite dark Belgian I've ever had, even though the head rapidly disappeared. That's the only negative getting off of this one. Le Fin du Monde is amazing, and so by far the best Belgian beer style is from Quebec, Canada. So but it's the best Belgian style beer I've ever had, with Belgian yeast and all that ever. really well balanced, really smooth. It's going down good. It is still it's packing a richness as well. Uh, it's a dark Belgian, but I do like the fact that they did lighten it up. So there's a lot of common sense going into these guys know how to make beer. And they know how to make Belgian style beers, no question. Yeah, and Belgians are so hard to describe too. I mean, the malt body, extremely rich, extremely heavy, and Belgian yeast up the wazoo, so all kinds of crazy banana type flavors out of it, and spicy, a little bit of fennel, or a little bit of licorice, coming off the yeast and stuff, and maybe a whole lot of pepper, but it's maybe a little bit of that edge, a lot of banana, fennel, and cooking spices and stuff. Yeah, as for alcohol, I'm not really tasting it, but I'm definitely feeling it. So, of course, this is going to be bottle conditioned, and even though there's not a lot of head on the beer, there's a lot of carbonation, so maybe that's supercharging the alcohol into my system. Um, as for burn, of course, bottle conditioned, you got a different type of CO2 in there, so you are getting a bit of an explosive burn down the neck hole here. You know what I mean? As it goes down, it is releasing carbonation out. It's like Coca-Cola. It actually tastes a lot like Coca-Cola too, because you get that sweetness, the darkness, the toffee type. I'm getting toffee caramel out of it. It does remind me a lot of Coca-Cola um, in the body and the carbonation attack and the refreshingness of it too. This would be and not to okay. There's maybe some snobbery even within beer, especially maybe in the Belgian realm. This would be great with pizza, especially, and I'm not a fan of chicken pizza, but like a barbecue chicken pizza with this alongside the barbecue sauce. I think that would be a really good idea because like I don't drink soda that often. But when I have a Coca-Cola, it's alongside pizza or something, just to kind of rinse off the grease, to clean you out, clean off the pizza grease, right? This would do that famously, but you need it with a barbecue chicken pizza to kind of you need the barbecue sauce and the molasses and stuff to kind of complement this, I think. Yeah, what the hell? Have it with pizza. um, so I think it's holding up. It's getting better the more it warms up. It is a little bit, even though it is the best dark Belgian I've had. Dark Belgians are not, and I was aware that it was quite possibly a dark Belgian. I just grabbed it and never like looked into it or anything. It's kind of hard to tell through a bottle this dark, exactly what's inside all the time. So I thought, well, it could be a dark Belgian, or it could be, and I kind of thought 8%. I was kind of expecting some type of a pale beer, but it's or maybe possibly not even a Belgian, but and I didn't read on the back either. Um, re-fermented yeast base, and all that stuff. So this beer does not taste mass-produced. It's has no hollow spots. It's well balanced. It's got some fruitiness to it, some dried fruits. It's got a little bit of turbidity, a little bit of unfiltered kind of goodness, greatness to it, which just means more flavor. Not tasting a ton of alcohol. It definitely is. I'm gonna drink this bottle here, and definitely I mean, this is a bottle of beer. You're gonna be buzzing like big time. So that's all you need. It's just one, of course, right? And then you know, carbonation, Belgian yeast, malt. But fabulously done. Uh, perfect, perfect. There is a slight bit of transparency the more we get down to the bottom. See, you can't see quite as much because but to the naked eye, yeah, there is a bit more transparency there. A pretty good mouthfeel. Typical Belgian, like I say, it's a Coca-Cola mouthfeel. It really is. It's just like, bam, it's got that bite. Uh, a really good mouthfeel, excellent viscosity and everything. The hops are there. It's just kind of a lot of the Belgians. This is kind of in the background. Typical Belgian style hops. And, so flavor associations: dried fruit, Coca-Cola, caramel, toffee. That's what I'm getting. Fennel, licorice. Um, Comparisons. I've never had one this light. You could, compare it with some of the darker Belgians, like the Golden Drac and stuff. They're way more liqueur-like. They're a whole different viscosity and body going on there, and quite honestly, they make me sick. They're too rich. It's like the Nanaimo bars. I don't want to drink a cup of Nanaimo bar, and I don't want to drink another Golden Drac ever again, or any of these other ones. And this one's as heavy as I ever want to go again on a Belgian. That's 8% is okay by me. But it is a bit boozy. It is coming off a bit like much better, much more well done than a lot of your whiskey type. It's like a really well made cocktail. We'll put it that way. It's not just like throwing some rye and some Coke together, although it does have a bit of the sweetness and the mouthfeel and that I would associate with rye and Coke. I am getting that association as well. A lot like rum and Coke. I'm getting maybe an Appleton's State, maybe some uh, Jamaican dark rum or something, but with some Coke, kind of like that. It's coming off a bit like that, but much more tidy, much more professional. It's a well-made Belgian beer, so um, it's a step up on a highball, you know. But it almost has that level of drink to it, like a 8%. You feel almost as if you're drinking something in the neighborhood of a highball or a martini or something. So it's like a little bit of this goes a long way. Pairings, like I said, I think a barbecue chicken pizza, like seriously, you think I'm crazy, but no, like just try it. Um, and Yeah, there's a lot of things you could probably have with this. Of course, nachos. I always think like Belgian beers and stuff. I always want to have not spicy nachos, tacos, stuff. Some a little bit more powerful food. But I'm still picking up so much caramel with this, so much richness, molasses. Uh, and it's incorporating into your guts. Um, it's really, I mean, the beer starts here, but the beer ends up down here, and with these dark Belgians, you're tasting it long after you're drinking it. I mean, the dark Belgians, I mean, you're feeling the malt off this, and the alcohol. Well, of course, it's gonna hold up. This stuff's a shiznit, as far as I'm concerned. This is a miraculous. Why there's no head left on it? period, like at all. I mean, that head was long gone, a long time ago. It's got a negative head, maybe not enough hops. Something to do with the way the carbonation is. I don't know. Somehow, not really bothering me. With this beer, it still tastes so good that I'm okay with there being no residual head. Can't even make any happen. A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be done by now. 15:45 in. I mean, seriously, this is heavy shit. Unibroue, they're worth 15-minute reviews, 20-minute reviews. I mean, these guys are just reinventing the wheel on Belgian beers, but just making solid, kick-ass recipes. Yeah, because dark Belgians, I'm like, yes, at least there's one finally I'm legitimately enjoying. The other ones just make me sick. They really do. I've tried and tried them. And where's your reviews on them, BeerZerker? Well, I lost them. Some of them, I had a whole ton of reviews and my hard drive crashed, and that's why I'm like 50 reviews. I had a fuck you Toshiba. You know what I mean? Give me them shit parts. All right. Yeah, seriously getting better the more it's warming up. Really enjoying this and getting to the bottom. This has got to be one for the record books. Loving it. This is now, I'm starting to feel the way about this one the way I do about Le Fin du Monde. I still prefer the Le Fin du Monde. I think is fabulous beer, although I am tasting similarities in the yeast. I wonder if they are using the same yeast as what's in the Le Fin du Monde, because I'm getting a lot of similarities. Highly recommend. Highly recommend this shit. It's awesome. And yeah. Any of the Unibroue, even the Blanche de Chambly, and you kind of got to know what you're doing with the Belgians and know when to drink them, when to fold them, when to walk away. You know, uh, I mean, there are times where I really wasn't into the Blanche de Chambly so much, but there's other times I drank it. I thought this has got to be some of the greatest shit on earth. So that is definitely um, an awesome beer. Often du Monde, of course. So, as per rate, okay, I'm gonna 10 3/4 it out of 11 because it had no head, residual head. So it's gotta lose a 1/4% there. Um, but 10 3/4 out of 11 is pretty awesome. I think that the maltiness in the body and the rest of the beer really is just screaming perfection. And um, no head, whatever. But I don't know. Is that necessarily a bad thing? I don't know. I mean, it's subjective, whatever. But 10 3/4 out of 11 because I don't know. Every time I crack a new Unibroue product, I'm just and apparently everyone else says the same shit. I don't think it's coincidence. I think these guys know how to make Belgian beer for damn sure. So should you buy it? Yes, because that beer was like not even that much money, and so it was a good deal and everything. So and then again, Le Fin du Monde is like $2 a bottle or something like that. It's like really cheap for a Belgian beer that's gonna shit kick all the other Belgian beers you probably ever tried in your life. Maybe there might be a couple out there like from Belgium that are really good too, but I haven't tried them. And generally they're a lot of money, so you need to step towards the Unibroue That's what I'm saying. You need to realize value. You need to realize the common sense in the recipe, like with a dark Belgian, laying off to 8% made this beer enjoyable to me. There's a 10% dark Belgian is gonna make me sick, and they know that. That's why they made it 8%, because they know what the fuck they're doing. 10 and 3/4 out of 11 BeerZerker, and I'm out.